Oh, that's a really smooth finish.
That's what we... And they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
One thing about David Lee, he's a proven scorer and rebounder. Clark, health, though, has been a concern.
It has been very durable early in his career, Kevin, but of late we've seen hamstring issues, back issues, and torn hip flexors, and that's taken a toll on him for sure.
And he sinks the second.
And, guys, for David Lee, when healthy, he can absolutely fill it up. I mean, he's a terrific offensive player, can score over both shoulders, a really solid passer, and, of course, a volume rebounder.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Harris. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And David Lee reworking to improve his mid-range jumper going into last season. When he's hitting that shot, guys, he's almost impossible to defend. And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And, Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Dancers, give them a round of applause, man.
The Mavericks have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pachulia, no luck.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Mavericks trail by 6. Berea dishes to Anderson. Baseline J on the way. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. In third, the Mavericks.
You don't want to send this team to the line. They've been solid all season. And coaches have to ask themselves, is it worth it to foul these guys? They're excellent from the stripe as a team. Not just a couple of guys, their whole team makes foul shots.
Now here is Harris. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Harris against Shumpert. Out to Thompson. Pachulia with the steal. 4 seconds separate. The shot and game clocks. Goes up. And Lee with the stuff.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
It's Thompson off the drive. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Tries to hit him, and Jefferson sends it back. Can't get it to fall.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
The basket's coming. And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love said,
he sat us down maybe right before the first practice and kind of spoke about what he thought everyone should bring to the table, and we had to hold up our end of the bargain.
Someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dub the new big three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
On the floor for Cleveland. Oh!
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
and that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. But they get it back. Nowitzki, the pass to Felton. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
He's made one and missed one so far in the game. He's off on the first. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Down low. Here's Nowitzki. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. LeBron is doubled. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Yep, and if they can maintain this energy level, their lead will be safe.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And stolen by LeBron.
They're losing their concentration here, guys. Some sloppy play going on right now.
Yeah, 2 turnovers in a row, and that's always a recipe for disaster.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And the thing about LeBron James, he's really done a nice job of reshaping his game over the years. I mean, every veteran goes through losing a little speed and quickness. The great ones compensate by getting stronger and more physically imposing, not to mention also their basketball IQ grows as well, just as has been the case for LeBron. That's an inexcusable mistake, guys. That's not the way to get back in the game.
And I don't know if anybody can tell you what he was thinking, because I certainly have no idea.
So timeout called here. The first. For Cleveland. Well, talking about the strength of LeBron.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
They became more sculpted. They looked more physical.
Exactly. Leaned up and altered their games a bit. Not nearly as high flying, but just as potent and as effective.
And that one's good.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Mavericks trail by 13. Barea kicks to Matthews. Here's Nowitzki. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. One thing that can be said for Dirk is that he has been incredible in terms of an ambassador for the game. We know he's a Hall of Fame player, but what he's done off the floor and just everything for the European player coming into this league has been groundbreaking.
And Kevin, for me, he was an inspiration. I mean, he really opened the doors for a lot of European players to come over, and not just come over, but to be impactful. As you mentioned, he's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, and that really has set the stage for this infusion of making our game truly global.
Smith, no luck.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
And they get it back. Pass to Powell, and stolen by Love. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Here's Smith, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. And they'll keep possession. Second chance shot. But they'll get another chance. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Looking at Cleveland since the All-Star break, we get a look at the numbers they've put up. 5th in opponent points per game, 7th in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And you go back to their ranking in opponents' points per game. Teams just can't seem to put runs together against them. You get a bucket here, a bucket there. For that defense, it just wears on you.
And, you know, you think about Dirk's impact. Certainly the NBA saw more and more European players come over after Dirk. He wasn't the first Euro, but he certainly has been perhaps the most popular.
Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
Dallas ball.
Right now, somewhere, he at the table with a bowl of Apple Jacks, and he's beating the back of the stereo, and in between eating the Apple Jacks, he's writing. And he want my spot. I'm gonna find him though. I'm gonna sign him. I don't want no problems.